Hey, what's up everyone? This is Marcus here at My Tesla, and today I wanted to talk about the new Tesla Dashcam feature that was introduced in the version 9 update that was rolled out not too long ago. In this video, I want to talk about the pros and cons of the Tesla Dashcam and also compare it to any third-party dashcams out there like the Blackvue like I have. So first, let's go ahead and talk about what exactly the Tesla Dashcam is. What the V9 software does is it allows for one of the 3 forward-facing AP cameras to be used as a dash cam to record footage onto a USB drive in the car. So let's start by breaking down the stats and the performance of this particular camera that's being used. The camera that's being used is the main forward camera, which has a max distance of 150 meters and a field of view of about 50 degrees. This is the equivalent to a 35 to 40 millimeter lens, which does have some pros and cons, which I'll get into a bit later. As for the resolution, it outputs at 1280 by 960 with an odd frame rate of 36 frames per second. Because of this odd frame rate, it can cause some jitter during playback. The video files are saved in 1-minute clips at around 32 megabytes each, and with the TeslaCam, it will only store up to an hour of footage before being overwritten. Additionally, there is an option that allows you to archive the last 10 minutes of footage, which can't be overwritten. This is accomplished by simply tapping the camera icon while it's actively recording. Even with the above option of archiving footage, a large USB drive shouldn't be needed. You technically should be able to get away with the 4GB flash drive without having to worry too much about space issues. However, due to flash pricing, it may be more economical to get something in the 16 to 32GB range due to the dollar per gigabyte on storage. As for the setup of the dashcam, it's pretty simple. First, you need to make sure you are on the version 9 of the Tesla software. Then on your computer, take a USB flash drive and format it as FAT32. Once this is done, create a folder in the root directory called TeslaCam. Once this folder is created, eject the flash drive and plug it into one of the main USB drives in the car. For Model 3 owners, you can only use the USB ports in the center console. Once the USB drive is recognized, you'll see the camera icon in the upper right hand corner and a red dot should appear to let you know that it's recording. If you need to stop the recording at any time, you can do so via a long press on the camera icon. Tap it once again to start up recording. So here's the TeslaCam in action. What I've noticed in a few videos that I've taken is that the camera seems to adjust the ISO when it detects a light source, such as headlights or traffic lights, which often results in the video getting darker as seen here. Also, because of its narrow field of view, it's more zoomed in, which helps to see plates more clearly. When you're stopped at a traffic light, the car in front of you fills up most of the frame, which is great if you need to get the details of a car that's in front of you. For comparison, here is the Blackvue DR900S. You will see that the field of view is much wider and the video has better clarity. I do notice though that the Blackvue does tend to blow out highlights, especially in the sky, but that's not too big of a deal. Also, depending on the light, it picks up reflections of the interior dash rather easily, but that can be mitigated using an aftermarket polarizing filter. Because of the wider field of view, plates aren't as easily picked up without zooming in on the video, which can be done with the Blackvue app. Now here's a side-by-side comparison between the two cameras where you can really see the difference in quality and the fields of view of each camera. On the right is the Blackvue dashcam. You'll notice that the truck in front of me is a lot further away when compared to the left-hand side, which is the Tesla dashcam, where the truck is a lot closer. This is due to the different fields of view between each camera. The Tesla dashcam shows a more zoomed-in view, while the Blackvue has a wide-angle view. And here's a video where I superimpose the TeslaCam, which is inside the red box, over the Blackvue camera footage. You can see exactly where the field of view is for the TeslaCam compared to the Blackvue camera. The TeslaCam is focused 5 to 10 feet ahead of the car with the lane markings at the bottom corners of the video, which is by design for the autopilot software. Since the TeslaCam field of view is narrow, Some incidents may not be captured by the video if they land outside of the area indicated by the red box. Here's some TeslaCam footage I pulled from a recent trip I took to Palm Springs. What you'll notice is that the TeslaCam colors are dull, a bit grainy, and the light from cars and other light sources will have noticeable light streaks. Even though there are light streaks, light sources aren't as blown out, so it makes it somewhat easy to read license plates. Now here's the same footage from the Blackvue camera. You'll notice that the footage is much clearer, but as mentioned before, the light sources tend to be a bit blown out. This makes it somewhat difficult to read license plates since there is a light source illuminating it. So overall, there are some things I like and I dislike about the TeslaCam. Here are the things I like about the TeslaCam. With the TeslaCam, you have smaller video files. When you compare this to something like a Blackvue, the Tesla video files are about 32 megabytes per 1 minute of footage recorded. Compare that to the Blackvue, it's about 188 megabytes per 1 minute of video recorded, mainly because it's in 4K for the Blackvue camera. The narrow field of view also makes it easier to read license plates compared to other aftermarket cameras like the Blackvue, which are zoomed way out. Ease of use. The TeslaCam has no hardware to install other than plugging in the USB after it's formatted properly. And best of all, the TeslaCam is free. Now here are some of the shortcomings of the TeslaCam. The narrow field of view. I know I listed that as a good thing, but it's also somewhat of a bad thing. The narrow field of view prohibits you from capturing footage from your peripherals, so you end up with blind spots on both sides of your car. No parking or continuous recording. Unlike other third-party dash cams, there currently isn't an option for either of these, which would be helpful in case someone hits your car while it's parked. Recording limitations. With the TeslaCam, you are limited to 1 hour of recordings before the footage is overwritten, whereas third-party cameras, the size of the SD card is the limit. Accessing the footage. In order to pull the footage from the Dashcam, you will need to pull the USB drive from the car. This isn't a big deal, but I'm somewhat used to my Blackvue camera, where I can use an app to pull the footage over Wi-Fi. Now, if you're technically inclined, there is an option out there where you can use a Raspberry Pi and trick your Tesla into thinking it's a USB drive. From there, you can actually run scripts on the Raspberry Pi to copy footage to a NAS drive when it's connected to the Wi-Fi. So these are some of the things I like and dislike about the TeslaCam. Now, some of the things I dislike can actually be fixed with a software update whenever Tesla rolls it out. Now on to the main question. Which of these two cameras do I use in my day-to-day driving? Well, to be honest, I actually use both. The TeslaCam is great at recording plates, whereas the Blackvue camera has a nice wide field of view. Also, having two cameras active is great for redundancy purposes. That way, if one fails, I always have a backup recording. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Also, before I forget, if you're looking to purchase a Tesla, check the description for a referral code to get 6 months of free supercharging on all models, including the Model 3. And with that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and as always, thanks for watching.